Hello, and welcome back to the lawn vlog. Yes, you're right. It has been a minute. This is actually my first long form video of 2024. It's sad to say, and I'm a little ashamed, but I've never done a soil test in my life. So yes, we're gonna do exactly what everybody else has done and exactly what you should do too, but you're gonna come along with me for the very first time. So what we have here is we have our soil test kit, and all of this I will have a link down below if you don't know where to get one or need to get one still. I have a soil probe, and this actually came with a couple little additional goodies which I will use to mix up my samples in a clean container. So of course, step number one, obviously, is to get the soil kit. The one that I got is from Amazon. Super easy, super cheap. Step number two, and I only know this from watching other people that do these types of videos and types of soil test kits, but you need to pick different spots throughout the lawn to take samples from. From videos that I've seen in the past of people doing this, I think the average is about 6 different samples throughout the lawn. Step number 3, and if we follow the directions on the box, we need to scan the code here and we need to get everything registered so that when we send our sample in, it will be putting the results to the proper person and to the proper account. Since this is my first time, we'll go ahead and open this up and see what's inside. So we have our registration card. We have the prepaid packaging to send everything back in. We also have a scoop. So in this case with this test, this scoop is the proper amount of soil that needs to go in this container so that the testing can be done properly. So with that, let's go take our samples. And this is something new that I've never seen in my life because, as I said, I've never done this before. But here it is, a nice little plug. We'll take all of the grass and we'll take the thatch off of there. Look at how deep some of those roots are though. That's what I'm talking about right there. So this we're gonna just crumple up, probably throw back into the lawn for some nutrients. The rest of this is what we're gonna put in here and we're gonna mix up and then put into the test kit. This is all of our cores that we pulled out. As you can see, this is more than what's going to be put into that little scoop. So we're going to take our little shovel, mix this all together. The reason that we're going to do that is we want to take a good representation from each part of the lawn to be tested. So when I take my scoop, I'm going to try and not get these grass blades and things like that. Step number 4 was to combine everything so that we are ready to provide the sample. And I get a nice little scoop here. Step number 5, done. As far as the rest of this goes, it's going back into the lawn to provide the nutrients back to it. Be free, young Padawas. And I believe the last thing to do is just to secure that puppy up appropriately, make sure it's registered before I send it in, and then wait 6 to 8 days to figure out what kind of shenanigans I can get into this year. So let's talk through why you would maybe want to get a soil test. I'll begin this by saying the reason that I chose for the first time this year to get a soil test is because my goal is to keep the grass greener during the summer months, during those hot months. And I just haven't been able to always do that as much water as I put on it, which is a lot. You know, pH has a lot to do with that. And the only way to know what the pH in your lawn is through this soil test. It's going to tell you a whole bunch of different nutrients, micronutrients that you either need to take away or add to the lawn. Essentially, it's going to provide you that roadmap throughout the year to just make sure that you succeed throughout the whole lawn season. Today, it is February 10th. Yeah, you could consider this a little bit early for taking a soil test, but the reason that I'm doing it at this point in time is I want to try and prepare for the fertilizers and things like that I'm going to put on the lawn. I want to buy the appropriate stuff according to these test results, because if I just bought what I always bought previously, it doesn't mean it's always going to be what I should be putting on the lawn to meet the needs of what the test results are going to be. Saves you money, saves you time, and it makes your grass look freaking phenomenal. So, long story short, if you're like me and you have never in your life done a soil test on your lawn, don't worry about it. I've made my lawn look halfway decent for many, many years without a soil test. But what I did learn through a recent conversation with the lawn lover is that if you really want to take your lawn game to that next level, the soil test is for sure the way to go. So this year, I guess we'll be testing that out. Be sure to subscribe, stay tuned. Part number 2 of the results coming in 6 to 8 days. Peace.